Hello and welcome back to more Mario Kart 8. Today we're going to take on some more 50cc Grand Prix. And in the last episode we unlocked Baby Rosalina and I'm going to use her, why not? We also unlocked a new vehicle customization tool. Let's see what it is. Ooh, plane glider. That's kind of neat. Let's see what it does. More weight, less acceleration. I don't know, why would I want to use it over these guys here? You know what though, we're still on 50cc. I don't think it's really gonna matter what one I use, so I'm just gonna use it because it looks cool. Oh wait, I want to try another vehicle though. Although this setup with the Comet and the Monster tires worked out pretty well, I'm gonna make a mental note of that. Alright, what do we got here? I get the same configuration with the sport bike there. That would be interesting. Let's see if we got something faster. What haven't I used yet? Of course, I don't want to use just anything. Of course, this is my chance to when things aren't all that hard. Well, let's use standard bike because don't want to be overwhelming on this little baby. Let's see if we get some tires to go faster. Let's do standard tires. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, let's not waste any time. Let's do what should be my favorite cup, the banana cup. I should get paid a royalty for that. Not really. Alright. Dry desert. Oh, this also has... I hadn't noticed before, but this track also seems to have old courses. This one seems to be from the GameCube game, which I should remember if I think about it, because I did play the GameCube game. Alright, so Baby Rosalina catching up to Baby Mario and passing him. Yeah. Alright. Just making our way here. It's so weird playing with a baby character. It's like, how can she reach anything? Oh. I just kind of had a flashback, like, again, it's been forever since the last Mario Kart game I played, let alone the GameCube one. But I did have sort of a flashback watching that quicksand thing over there. I do remember that for some reason. I don't know if, yeah. Those bubbles are going up, but on the odds that it's a bottomless pit, I don't know if I want to go in there. Yeah, you're just talking about how I remembered the little quicksand thing, but I don't remember what those little bubble things do. Although I feel like I have a decent enough lead. Maybe I'll see what it does. I can risk it. Let's go this way this time, because variety. Okay, now let's charge recklessly forth. Alright. I thought those were going upward, but now I know. I don't know that it actually gives me any advantage. I think it might have actually slowed down my lateral speed, but it was fun looking. I was just thinking about it. Dry desert, a lot of stuff there. Looks to be based off of ancient Egypt. You got pyramids, you got those statues of pharaoh-like Koopas. Ah! Of course, you also have cacti. And, yeah. But yeah, interesting. I remember taking art history and humanities classes in college and learning about a bunch of different ancient civilizations, and it's pretty interesting how, like, a lot of ancient civilizations were pretty advanced in certain ways, But they all, I guess, had, if you compare them, a lot of them had like different, I don't know what you would say, different characteristics, I guess is the thing. I guess based off of geographical differences. Oh look, there's a Koopa Sphinx. Geographical differences and leading to cultural differences, religious differences. I'm not quite sure I was going with that, but I guess it's interesting. Like, you have Egyptians with mummification, you have the Romans and the aqueducts, and I guess a sort of democratic form of government in there and in Greece too. And then in all cases, you have sort of interesting art. I mean, in as far as ancient Egyptian art, you wouldn't necessarily consider it, I guess, with the same regard necessarily as Greco-Roman art, because Greco-Roman art has had a very interesting, like, striving for, I guess you would call it idealized realism. I don't know, I always found analyzing Greco-Roman art, it was pretty interesting. It was mostly confined to, well, most of the interesting stuff were the statues and the sculptures, though. Actually, if you compare ancient Greek urns to ancient Egyptian paintings and hieroglyphs, you actually can find some similarities, I think. You've got the same sort of very flat, the very flat look. Everybody looks all sideways with their features projected forward toward the front. And generally, you know, limited color. I mean, Greek urns were like either black or like a clay red color. Well, I guess the urns were clay red, and then the paintings were in black. But like, you could do either with the foreground in black, so paint in black, or you could paint the background black so that the foreground is red, so like the drawings are red. And in ancient Egyptian paintings, it looked like there were, you know, it was a limited color palette, but they had a little bit of a variety of colors. But yeah, anyway, these are ramblings from someone who has taken too many art classes, maybe. I actually haven't taken that many art classes, but I suppose I've taken more than average because my degree was for game design, but it's part of the sort of arts, it's like part of the art program, kind of. Well, like the program is merged with the art program, which is kind of weird, but anyway, I had to take a lot of art history, humanities. Well, I had to take humanities anyway, that's a general education course. But I had to take drawing, illustration, 2D design, all sorts of fun stuff like that. Of course, for game design, too, I took a lot of programming classes, which really that's more my cup of tea. I'm more of a math person, but I like my art, too. So I had quite a varied background there. It was a fun program, I have to say. A little too, what's the word? A little too generic, I suppose, to be useful without a graduate degree. But I will say I had fun with it. I did learn a few things about video editing and well, I learned sound editing. I sort of taught myself sound editing. And what is it with... It's just like, it's all or nothing with this. It's like either I'm way ahead or the AI decides to like, hey, let's throw a bunch of shells at once. And then it'll be like nothing. So it's like they put up no challenge for 90% of the time and then all of a sudden decide to put up a fight. So I don't know where I was going with my talk about going to college and taking art classes, but I suppose I'll stop rambling about that and try to focus on my driving, because apparently bad things can happen when I'm distracted. Baby Mario! No! Urgh. Yeah. This seems to be a little bit of a longer track than some of the other ones, because I'm only on the second lap. Either that or I just haven't been paying attention. And it's really all the same, about the same length. I don't even know. Are these supposed to be like cherry blossom trees? And up here, like the bells are like for a wedding or something. And then there's all these balloons. These are all the princesses, right? You got Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina over there on the right. So it's a princess party, everybody. Whatever. I think I mentioned before, I'm not super... I wasn't like super into princesses growing up. I mean, I liked all the Disney movies that came out growing up, a lot of which included princesses in them. But the princess was never really my favorite character. I tend to prefer the animal companion and or comic relief character in the movie. I don't know if you could say I related to them more, but I don't know. Most of the princesses didn't do much for me. I'm trying to think. I did like Mulan growing up. Thought it was kind of cool. It's like, hey, I'm a girl, I can kick butt too. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like in Aladdin, my favorite character was Abu, and I also liked the genie. Well, The Lion King wasn't about a princess. Beauty and the Beast, I liked all the enchanted objects. I liked Lumiere, I think, the most. I liked the Beast, actually. He was kind of funny looking. He was like a big, fuzzy teddy bear bison monster. Pocahontas, I liked, what's his name? Miko, the raccoon. Kind of like Percy the pug, too. Hunchback of Notre Dame, I liked the gargoyles, and Jolly the goat. Ooh, DK Jungle. Donkey Kong Country Returns. Alright. Oh, well, another example in the Super Mario games. Didn't care much for Peach. My favorite character is Yoshi. Luigi being a fairly close second. Luigi better than Mario. You might say I liked to go against the grain a little bit. I did sometimes tend to be a nonconformist for the sake of not conforming. But not always, just sometimes it was kind of fun to be the contrarian in the group. Of course, then with the internet and stuff, I find out I'm not alone. I'm not the only one who preferred Luigi. I'm not the only one who preferred Diddy Kong to Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Country. I'm actually finding out that that's rather a majority opinion, if for no other reason than he just controlled a lot better than Donkey Kong in those games. I also thought Diddy was cool, too. Because that was around the same time that Aladdin, the movie, came out, and so I liked Abu, and so monkeys were kind of cool to me, and Donkey Kong's more of an ape, I guess, because he's like a gorilla and he doesn't have a tail. But Diddy Kong was like a cool little monkey, he had a long tail, and yeah. But enough monkeying around. Must stop this monkey business and get back to racing. Have a wonderful day, everybody. This stage is pretty cool. It's like, I'm not sure what you would say. Like, is the term Mesoamerican, Central American, South American? Because I don't want to say, I want to say like Aztec, Mayan, or Incan, but I don't know the exact distinction between the two. I had a little bit of exposure to some of the defining characteristics of each ancient civilization when I was going to school, but it seems like just a thing one of the civilizations you'd find amongst the rainforest. I mean, I suppose it could be Africa too, but I'm trying to think of some of these structures that appear throughout this stage, and like the little temple thing with the banana and stuff. It seems, it just reminds me of the ancient Central and South American civilizations. I don't know. This is a work of fiction after all. I'm sure it took influence from many sources and melded them all into one. I guess it looks like the kind of generic temple you would discover in an Indiana Jones type or of adventure movie, whatever. And first. Okay. I don't even remember what number race I'm on. I've just been rambling so much. Guess that was the last one. Yeah, I've been rambling so much this episode. Pretty hilarious. Alright. So that does it for the banana cup. Oh, that was pretty cool. That was like a bank shot. But yeah. Ooh, epic failure right there. Guess not epic, but dumb failure. So that does it for Sweet Banana Plays the Banana Cup. Ooh, there's more gems. But we're not done with this episode. We have unlocked the Leaf Cup, and that's what we're going to play next. And a new character, and a new vehicle customization option. Let's go. And Roy. Man, Roy. He looks pretty fabulous, but also pretty tough at the same time. Alright, let's use him. Ooh, what do we got here? Off-road tires. Let's see what effect that has. High speed or higher speed, higher weight, higher traction, or lower traction. No, higher traction, lower acceleration, and lower handling. Alright, let's see what I want him to use. Actually, this pairing... This seems to be pretty good. Land ship, and... Yeah, I mean, with the off-road tires, it's very, very well-rounded stats. I think I'll go with that. Alright, Leaf Cup. Yeah, so I think I've figured it out now, which you probably all figured out ahead of me. All these tracks down here are past tracks. Which makes sense. Alright, let's start with Wario Stadium, with the giant picture, or statue, of Wario flexing his muscles that he somehow has, even though he's supposed to be really lazy. Rah! Okay, so, yeah, I have a decent weight on this thing, which means I should be able to knock over other people pretty easy. This track is pretty cool. It reminds me of Monster Truck Stadium, which I guess is the pretty obvious inspiration here. Ah. Well, I just barely missed getting hit by a fireball there. That was pretty lucky. Ah, okay, good. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to take that turn tight enough. But I survived. Yay! Oh, look, there's Roy is on a billboard here. I guess I picked the right character for this cup. Or at least this track. Suppose Wario would have been the most appropriate choice, but hey, I have a billboard. Of course, there's Donkey Kong on his own billboard over there, too. Lenny, okay, Lenny. His name is Lenny, isn't it? Those look like M's, though. So anyway, I guess I'm not anything special then, having myself on a billboard, but it was pretty cool. It was a pretty big picture of his face there. And it's like all over the place, which is nice. Alright, let's see if I can make this turn less scary this time. Okay, that was better. Oh, Bullet Bill has his own billboard too. I'm just having like billboard envy now. I must have hit someone with that shell. Guess it's not really envy, because Roy has a billboard too. I think it's the coolest one out of these, personally. I'm not biased at all. Ah! Let's go. Bling, bling, bling. Ah, a little off on that one. Throw a banana peel at nobody and hope I don't run over it. And let's take this turn. Okay. Again, just kind of made it. Getting close to the end here. Go over... one more. And... woo! And victory! Good job, Roy. Should I say fabulous job? Sherbetland. Sounds delicious. Except I see no sherbet. I only see snow. I mean, if it were flavored snow and all, that would be one thing. I see no flavors, though. That's something I really enjoyed about Super Mario 3D World, it was? Or is it... keep getting 3D Land and 3D World mixed up. I have both games, and I just keep getting the titles mixed up. The one that was 2D style platforming, or is it just... oh, no. It was Super Mario U, I guess was the name of it. Because Super Mario 3D Land was the 3DS one, and World was the newest one. But they're 3D. Anyway, getting back to my point, one thing I liked about Super Mario U, which I don't think is a thing necessarily unique to the series, but I noticed it in particular in that series, is that all the areas were named after something edible, like donuts or soda, or other things that you eat that were yummy. Ah, look out, ice skating Shy Guys. You're on thin ice. Ah, ah, ah. These are pretty big Shy Guys, though, now that I think about it. Oh, how do I get over there? I'm clearly missing out on something awesome. Maybe if I fall down one of those ice things, there'd be a hidden path or something. Probably not. I mean, that's, I'm not gonna take the chance of trying to find out. Like, hey, yeah, let me just go through a hole in this ice, and I'm sure it'll lead me somewhere awesome. No, in most video games, if there's a hole in the ground, it's not a good thing. Unless there's a sign of like, on that one, there was one stage I was on where there was an updraft from the water. It was like a, not a geyser, but water was bubbling up. And so you could fall over it and not fall into a bottomless pit. But yeah, the general video game rule is if there's a hole in the ground, you don't want to go down. Of course, then again, how else are you going to get to secret areas? Because there are a lot of secret areas where you have to take those leaps of faith. Banana. Banana, banana, banana. That's kind of neat. I just kind of noticed the aurora up there. That's kind of pretty. Ah! Okay. Wait, there was a path down there, wasn't there? Oh well. I also like how the snowflakes on top of that sign there, it says Mario Kart, when you cross the finish line. The snowflakes are all lit up different colors. That's pretty cool. So yeah, judging by that hole in the ice right before I crossed the finish line, I think there was a hidden path. Oh well. Ooh, Music Park. This looks kind of pretty. Is this like an ode to Wii music or something? This is cool. I'm gonna like playing in this one. I'm gonna get an early lead so I can just enjoy the scenery. That's awesome. The pianos actually play notes when you drive over them. Okay, gotta stay away from these piranha plants. Haha! Pushed him into a piranha plant. That was Ludwig, right? I only got a quick glimpse of him. Whee! Oh, it was like a wooden piano. Oh, and here's another, like a metal piano. They're all pianos, it's so cool! Ah, the colors! Ah, this stage is awesome. Ah, I didn't even see that one coming. I don't know, was I even being warned about it? I heard the little warning sound, but I didn't see a little indicator, but maybe I just missed it. Whee! This is kind of fun. I throw a banana peel. I like this stage. It's whimsical, it's pretty, it's got all this music that interacts with you. Oh look, there's those music blocks from the Mario games. That's so cool. I like how, yeah, like the stage interacts with you. I mean, I guess it doesn't really affect the music track playing in the background, but still, it kind of plays along with what you're already hearing. Oh yeah, and that made like, it made it, I think the different textures, the different textured pianos or whatever have different sound, slightly different sounds. Like the wooden one, well, and the metal one kind of had more like a xylophone marimba sound to them, whereas the ones that looked like, I don't know, ivory sounded more like a grand piano. It could be just me imagining things, but it's what it sounded like to me. Can I just drive around here a little more? Do I have to be on the last lap now? Just want to look at all the pretty scenery here. Now, you know, as you go down the piano, it does kind of go with, like, it's all, I think it's all on, like, the same key as the music track, which would make sense. Yeah, that's cool. It fits in perfectly. Ah, blue shell! Alright. Time to stop enjoying the scenery a little too much. I think I'm good still, though. Okay, home stretch, and bam! That was a cool stage, I liked it. Really liked the design. Well, I guess I'm viewing the highlight reel now. I don't think anything really interesting happened, though. Aww. Let's see, is he gonna pass me? I think he did, but you didn't see him at the moment he passed me, which kind of stinks. So this won't make epic viral video material, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot. Let's go to the next race. Okay, Yoshi Valley. This is the final race of the Leaf Cup. Wild Yoshi Sanctuary. Interesting. This kind of reminds me of, I forget the name already, Moo Moo Meadows. In the overall layout and sound design. Wait, how did I get in second? Darn you, Bowser. That'll teach you for disowning me and my siblings. The Koopalings are your children and your rightful heirs. Ah, almost took that curve a little too tight. Actually, you know, listening to this music further, it's got a kind of a weird, it's got like a mix of sounds because it starts off and it sounds like kind of country western sounding music, just like the Moo Moo Meadows, so it kind of sounds like a farm, which makes sense. It's like a little Yoshi farm, it's a Yoshi sanctuary. But then it kind of goes into calypso sounding music too, which also makes sense because the Yoshis are generally associated with islands. You have Yoshi's Island, you have Yoshi's Story, which also takes place on Yoshi's Island. Like, it's generally agreed upon. It's generally canonical that Yoshis live on an island natively. But I could just be imagining things, because now I hear, like, the fiddle sound again. But I thought I heard, like, what is it? The steel drum sound? I don't know. I mean, I have the volume on my TV a little low so that it doesn't interfere with my commentary. But I'd like to believe that they made that interesting decision. And now as the music speeds up to yakety sax proportions, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned that already, because I played this in my multiplayer episode. I played on this track. But I think it's fitting. It fits the general feel of the music already, and it's appropriate to the final lap. Let's just throw that shell off a cliff so I don't have to worry about it bouncing back and hitting me. Right, there's that giant Yoshi egg, which it looks like it's going to time out, so okay, I just missed it, which is good. I guess I didn't just miss it. I had a little bit of leeway there, but it looked like it was going to be a close call. Alright, there's the home stretch. I'm just going to use this item, and yeah! Roy is the fabulous victor. Alright, there's the trophy for the Leaf Cup, and there's the little Tanuki thing. Unlock the Lightning Cup, and a new character, and new vehicle customization. So, this episode I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to end this on a tease. I'll reveal the unlocked character in the next episode. So, I will see you next time for more Mario Kart 8.